I have now played the beta, but there is an NDA on it, so I can't talk about it. The reason they're not letting us talk about it yet is because they want to fix it without its reputation being ruined. So instead of judging the beta harshly, be thankful that we get to play it in its early testing days. However, I can talk about the trailers and gameplay footage, and also my general opinion on Quake games. I've also had some questions from the community, so I'll answer those here. First, what modes do I think should be in Quake? Now the easy answer is FFA, Duel, TDM, and CTF. The problem with that is that it fractures the community. We get too many people playing different modes. We saw this problem in Doom. For Quake to become big on the competitive scene, it might be best to choose one mode and stick with it. That way new players know exactly what to practice and should always be able to find a game. So which one? I don't know. I'll play whatever the community decides, even if it's not my favorite. Have to look at the greater good here. Personally, I would like to see something new and interesting that uses all of Quake's unique features. While Duel has been the king, team-based games seem to be more popular on the competitive scene these days. This could get long, so I might make another video about mode. Do I think it can become a top esport? Yes, if it finds the right balance between old and new players, develops a competitive scene, and has community support. There's a reason I've played Quake for over 18 years. I've been gaming since I was 4, and I'm now 35. I could easily get into any game I want, but I only want to play Quake. In my opinion, it's the best. I hope people give it a fair chance to see why I say that. What do I think about it being free to play? I think it's great. We should get a lot of people trying it out. And the only way it will be pay to win is if the champions are really unbalanced. Is it another Overwatch? No. If you watch the gameplay footage on Bethesda's channel, you can see the cooldown is 35 seconds on the self-heal. Unless they change that by the final version, the specials won't be used that often, unlike 10 seconds or so in Overwatch. What do I think about the weapons and having no grenade launcher? I'm sure they've said that they will add more weapons later, so I assume we will have it. I think as long as they make use of the different aim styles without repeating weapons, it should be good. As said in previous videos, generally weapons are either projectile, like rockets and grenades, rapid fire tracking, like machine gun and lightning gun, then the point and click weapons, high damage, slow reload time, like shotgun and railgun. Weapons like the plasma gun and nail gun combine tracking and prediction. One of the things I love about Quake is that the guns aren't all the same. The nail gun is a bit close to the machine gun in looks and sound, so I would have preferred plasma. Anyway, we have heavy machine gun, super nail gun, super shotgun, rocket launcher, lightning gun, and railgun, and the gauntlet of course. Add grenade launcher and we basically have all the weapons from Quake 3. One weapon I'd like to see is a combination of point and click and bounce projectile. The nail gun from Quake Live. Seriously underrated weapon. I had so much fun playing with different angles and it can be used like a shotgun up close. That seems to be the gap in the weapons, but I guess you could add secondary fire like they have in Doom. I've seen some people complain about the voice lines we hear in the trailers. I'll say this to the devs, when people choose a champion, they will spend a lot of time with them. Who do you think they're going to want to spend time with? Look at Nyx. She looks cool, has a great voice, and sounds awesome with the lines.
Look to the shadows. That's where I'll be. I didn't start this, but you can be sure I'll end it. All day long. I know why I'm winning. Because I planned it that way. They won't even see me coming.
I could listen to her say these things over and over. Hearing Anarchy or Slash though?
That was brutal! Juice it up, baby! Feeling good, man! Look out below!
How about we start a little trouble? Oh, what's the matter? Can't keep up? Open wide and take your medicine. And that is why I'm top of the class.
Time to turn it up to 11!
No thanks, they're annoying. No disrespect to the voice actors, I'm sure they can do amazing voices. I'm just encouraging the art direction to go more like Nyx. For balance, looking at the website, we can see each champion has a different health and speed. In Quake, speed is a huge advantage. That's part of why I rocket jump around so much. So if you're trying to balance characters, I would look at the average percentage of being able to hit them. Say Tank Jr. in Quake Live had the hitbox the size of its body. It's a much easier target, especially if moving slower. Instead of say 35% lightning gun on kill, you could probably hit 55% on tank, maybe even more. That extra 20% is going to equate to a different damage per second, and whatever that percentage is, that's how much extra health Tank JR should have. I think balance is going to be a nightmare. I wish the developers all the luck in the world in getting that right, especially when you factor in the strength of the abilities. Worst case scenario though, we figure out which champions are best, and as long as the free to play one is balanced with them, we should still have some good games, because everyone will be using the same sort of champion. I really hope they make all champions worthwhile though, and also the weapons. While I love lightning gun, rocket and rail, I would like to use all weapons for different reasons and not feel hindered. Next, what we've also seen is armor drops. That's from Doom and seems to work well. You take a beating in battles, so having a nice little recharge like that is a good touch. Some have complained about the wallhack of Visor, but given that the cooldown time is actually quite long, and the ability is only active for a short period, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. Watching Nyx, that's 3 seconds active, 39 seconds recharge. Scalebearer has 4 seconds active and 24 seconds recharge, and 3 seconds for Slash, 28 seconds recharge. In Doom they had hack modules, and that was a bit too much. You could actually have a wall hack going for 30 to 60 seconds. So overall, I'm very hopeful for Quake Champions. It looks like they're on the right path, and I don't know how much about the beta that I can say, but I will say my opinions haven't changed. Really excited to play it, and I can't wait to get even more beta time. A big thank you to the developers, and everyone that approved having another Quake game being made. Good luck and keep working on it. And the good news is, from what I've seen, there are a lot of new players, and most seem to be enjoying it. Veterans are of course still going to dominate, but hopefully if we get enough new players, there will only be 1 or 2, maybe 4 on the server at a time. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe for a lot more Quake Champions videos. I'll do tutorials and training guides as soon as I'm allowed to do them. Otherwise you'll see mostly product reviews on here. I specialize in mouse reviews. If you want the best mouse for Quake, check my website search, also known as Find a Mouse, and watch the reviews of course. And as always, like and share this video, and I'll catch you in the next.